I want to talk about people who call themselves religious and then tell you that when you get a miracle, it's all in your head. I know, I don't get that, man. You know, alright, so I've been feeling like shit. I've been doing all these videos, and every video, my neck, my head, fuck, bad, and I'm upset, and right? It's been a hard 2 years. Well, a few weeks ago, I got up, and it was a bad day. My eye, which is where I was injured, where the impact is, was really sore, and my head hurt, and it was just one of those sad days, when you're just so sad. And lugging myself to work at 4:30 in the morning, you're just not feeling it, and get to my Timmy's, and we drive away, and we're halfway to work, and I open my Tim Hortons, and it's like, fuck up my Timmy's. It was disgusting. So we pull in, and to get into my work is a bit of a pain in the ass. You have to go through a security gate and all this shit. So we finally get in. My husband parks the car, and I say, "You're gonna kill me. I can't drink this coffee. It's awful." And Glenn's like, "Well, what do you want me to do?" "The fuck, I want you to pull into the Tim Hortons out the street." He says, "Daniela, really? Really? We just got in here and you're gonna make me go?" And it's like, "Yeah, man, you gotta go, because I ain't gonna drink this shit. And I'm in a bad fucking mood, and I'm not going through this day without a fucking coffee, so you gotta take me." So he took me. And of course, there's no drive-throughs. Fuck. But this is how bad I wanted one. So I go in, I tell them this coffee shit. It's not your fault though, it's another Timmy's. They're like, "You know what, don't worry about it." They gave it to me for free. I grab it, I'm thinking, the day's turning around. I turn around, and there's a man standing there, young guy. And he looks special, you know what I mean? He was special. And he says to me, "I'm really sorry if I'm intruding, and I apologize in advance, and if this offends you, please, but I get this feeling that you need prayer and that you could use healing. And I feel pain from you." And I said, "Oh, dude, yeah, man, I'm in a lot of pain. I'll take a prayer for sure. Thanks, And he says, "Can I ask where you're hurt?" I said, "Yeah, I got a concussion." And he went, "Oh, I had a brain injury 11 years ago." It's like, "Really?" He's like, "Yeah, and I'm still, things getting better, but in a decade I was struggling with stuff, and I'm still struggling, but it's always getting better, And I said, "All right." So he goes, "So can I pray for you?" I said, "Yeah, man, please, thank you. I'll be grateful forever." And he says, "Okay, then I'd like to pray for you here." So I'm like, "Here?" He's like, "Here." And he put his hands out. So I'm looking around, and a bunch of other people, and they're all watching. Like, everybody's watching to see how I'm going to react to this dude. And even the people behind the counter. And so here's, and I had this thing in my head. What if this is a test of faith? What if, the universe wants to see if I get embarrassed asking for prayers, And I'm thinking, I ain't going to fail this fucking test because I'm desperate. So I said, "Dude," so I gave him my hand. I'm like, "Please, please pray." So he put his hands on my head, and he starts breathing in really deep and loud and saying stuff like that he's freeing me in the name of Jesus, but loud, like I'm talking old school, like you'd see on TV. "I heal you in the name of Jesus." He was totally doing that to me, and loud. And everybody's like, watching this, and I don't even give a fuck. I'm just so grateful that someone's praying for me, man. So I'm giving this guy my head, and all of a sudden, I start feeling hot. Like hot, all sweaty, and I start to cry. I just couldn't stop crying. So he did his thing for a long time. He prayed on me a long time. I was sweating like a motherfucker. And he was talking to my neurons and telling my neurons what to do, and all these debts that were paid by Jesus, and this guy is all out. So then we're done, and I gave him like the biggest hug I hugged him, so happy, just as somebody could pray for me, I needed it. I needed it so bad. So anyway, I go to work, And I'm all excited because I think I got a miracle. Even my husband was so cool with it. My husband was in the car and he saw the whole thing from the car waiting for me. And when I got in the car, he's like, only you. Like, this only happens to you. But he's like, that's really fucking trippy. Like, I could totally see what was happening. He's like, and everybody was watching. He's like, that was really cool. So thank God I'm married to him, you know, that he gets it. So I go to work and I'm all excited that I got this miracle. And the reaction I get, you let him fucking touch you? Are you fucking crazy? He's fucking crazy. Oh my God, you let him touch you? Are you crazy? And I'm telling them, no guys, really, I was getting hot. All this stuff was happening. I think this dude might have healed me. And they're saying, no way, it's all in your head. It's all psychosomatic. You're fucking desperate. So you're going to take whatever healing you can get, whatever. But I don't know, I believed in this guy because you could see he wasn't fucking normal. And only someone not normal would have that kind of ability to, like, channel that shit, you know? I fucking dig it. I dig it, man. I don't care what anybody says. I really believe this guy was something. So, it got worse. As the day went on, I started feeling worse, and the pain is getting worse, and everything was getting worse. And then I was feeling like shit, but not letting go. Like, I would not let go. Maybe it has to get worse before it gets better. I don't care what anybody says. And all day, people are telling me, you wasted your time. You shouldn't let you embarrass yourself. Everybody's going to think you're stupid. And I'm hearing all this negative all day. And fuck this shit. No, I believe this guy's going to fucking heal me. And what happens? What happens? I start feeling better the next day. And the next day a little bit better, and suddenly I go renew my license, and I get this caught up, and I return all the shit that I wasn't doing before I started doing. And then I wake up and I clean my hoard. You know what it takes for a hoarder to clean their hoard? A lot. Did it in one fucking day, man. One day. Gone. And then, so then, the furniture, I'm reworking the furniture, and nobody's home. I'm by myself because they would never let me do this if the guys were home. But I'm like, fuck this shit. I'm sick of, they want to bring people in here and spend all this money to get people to move furniture that I would have moved myself in a couple of hours before my injury. I'm sick of this shit. So anyway, I'm all upset and frustrated and whatever. And then I start to move stuff around. I start with the cat condo because that's easy and whatever. And then I get to my desk, which is this huge monstrosity of a thing. And I get it halfway through the living room, and then I can't do it anymore. So the whole living room, which is like this small, right, is blocked by this huge fucking desk. And I just can't do it. And then I just got so frustrated that I couldn't do it. And I had this inner moment, and I got it. I moved it. And after I moved that, I realized, you know what, I can fucking do anything. So I did the rest. And then I had to get ice packs and pop all sorts of shit and take painkillers, Celebrex, whatever, but I was okay. That was my point. My point is I moved around the world and I was okay. And I've been happy and chipper. And I'm telling people, how come I feel better after this dude did this? I've been, for 2 years, I had one of the best neurosurgeons in Toronto tell me that I was the next Eric Lindros. You remind me of Eric Lindros. That's what he said to my husband. She's finished, it's a long road and all this. This is the way she is for life. This is her new normal. And I get one guy who puts his hands on my head and does this Jesus thing, and bang, I'm fucking back. So I don't give a fuck, psychosomatic or not. Fuck so who the fuck invented the word psychosomatic? I'm minded to believe in fucking miracles. I got a fucking miracle. They exist. I got one. They exist. So start searching Tim Hortons for people. If anybody says they want to prey on you, fucking do it. Trust me. Do it. That's the best cure for post-concussive syndrome. Prayer.